Hi students, hope you all are fine and safe at home. We are discussing about computational intelligence and also advances in computing. You know the importance of internet. According to the internet, how the computer is working or how the computer is solving complex problems, that we are discussing through computing. In the previous video, we discussed about 3 computing techniques that we are using in the multinational companies and also for solving large problems. The first computing was grid computing, how to create knowledge grid, database grid, then the advantages of grid computing, then cluster computing. The most commonly used operating system in cluster computing was Linux. Then how all these computers are interconnected to work as a single unit, that is in cluster computing. And also after that, relating to cluster, one more computing is present, that is cloud computing. In cloud computing, we studied about the 3 different infrastructure or 3 different service models. First one was software as service, second one was platform as service, and third one infrastructure as service. So these were our computational intelligence and also the different computing paradigms that we are using for solving complex problems. Then we know how to solve the complex problems. The next one, in computing, some terms or in some of the places we are using AI or artificial intelligence. So we are going to discuss artificial intelligence based on some terms. So the first topic was artificial intelligence, or we will refresh the informations of in artificial intelligence that we studied in +1. Then after that we will draw the knowledge pyramid, or what is the working of knowledge pyramid and also the importance of knowledge pyramid in AI. Then Turing machine approaches or Turing test approaches to AI. Then computational intelligence and also the computational intelligence paradigm or the computational intelligence structure. Then, so we will start with artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Actually, artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science. Okay. Then, who invented the concept of artificial intelligence? What is the scientist's name? Alan M. Turing. Then, he is known as father of computer science because he invented Turing machine. Then, actually, Turing machine is also known as the predecessor of modern computer. And also he invented, or he asked one question, can machine think like humans? Okay, what is that? Can machine think like humans? From that question, a branch of computer science were introduced. That branch is known as artificial intelligence. We are creating computers as like human. You know, example for artificial intelligence is robotics. We can create robots that will work similarly to human, but it is not equal to a human. It will not do all the activities of human. For a human being, the operation or that process will be very easy, especially decision making power. According to the condition or according to the circumstances, the human can decide yes or no, but the machine will not decide. It will work according to the instructions stored in the computer's memory. So actually, if a robot is a machine, definitely it should have memory. So according to the memory instruction or the program inserted or the program generated, according to that it will work. Then artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science, and the scientist introduced artificial intelligence as Alan M. Turing. Then actually in artificial intelligence, or the basis of artificial intelligence is based on a knowledge pyramid. So first I will draw the knowledge pyramid. What is mean by knowledge pyramid? So we will start from the basic details of knowledge pyramid. So the least or the lowest level of knowledge pyramid is symbols. Then after symbols, next one was data. Then from data we can create informations. Then after information, knowledge. Then From knowledge we will get intelligence. Then wisdom. Okay, what is it? Wisdom. Actually, this is the knowledge pyramid for AI or artificial intelligence. So, we will start with the lowest level of knowledge pyramid. Lowest level of knowledge pyramid. What is the lowest level? Symbols. Okay, you know, when we are started C++, first we discussed about tokens. Okay, and before that, character set, C++ character set. Suppose we are learning a language, a new language, first you want to study the alphabets. Then from alphabets we can create words. You know, in smaller classes from LKG and UKG, first we will discuss about the alphabets. After that we can make words. Then from words to sentences. Then sentences to paragraph, like that. That means all these levels are interconnected in artificial or in this knowledge pyramid. Okay, so what does this indicate or what is this? This is known as knowledge pyramid, or how the computer is getting knowledge, or according to which basis the artificial intelligence is working. So the lowest level was symbols. Okay, what is it? The lowest level was symbols. Okay, by collecting symbols we can create data. By collecting symbols we can create data. Then data is converting it into meaningful information. Okay, these 3 steps we can perform using any of the programming language. Okay, the last 3 aspects. We can create program, symbols, that means the lowest level of a program. Symbols can create data. From data is converting it into information. Data is converting it into meaningful information. That means you know how to execute a C++ program. After executing the C++ program, we will get the output. That output is known as information. So these 3 concepts we can implement using any of the programming language. Then the next 4 are the next 3 higher levels. Then from information, if it is a human, or if in case of human being, from information they will get the knowledge. Okay, when we are reading a textbook, okay, suppose you are reading your textbook, any of the subject textbook, first after reading the subject or after reading the textbook, we can collect some of the information from that particular topic. But for a computer, if you give the instruction to read the textbook, it will read the textbook, but it can't get any of the information, or it will not get any of the knowledge. So this step onwards, it is going to intelligence, artificial intelligence. So from information, for human being they can acquire knowledge, but for a machine it is not possible. Then if knowledge is present, then definitely the computer will become intelligent as humans. Okay, if knowledge is present, then computer will become as intelligent machine. Then if intelligent is present, then wisdom. Wisdom means to take decisions. Okay, the computer is now ready to take decision. So using computational intelligence or using artificial intelligence, the next level, that means knowledge, intelligence and wisdom, is implementing. Okay, what is implementing? Knowledge, intelligence and wisdom. So using any of the computer program, we can implement the last 3 section, that is symbol, data and information. But from information, you want to acquire knowledge. If knowledge is present, then definitely there will be intelligence. That means the computer will become intelligent, and if intelligence is present, then they have the wisdom to share their information or work according to the intelligence. That means it can take decisions. Okay, so this is the knowledge pyramid. So this knowledge pyramid we are establishing, or we are trying to make we are trying to implement using artificial intelligence. Okay, through artificial intelligence. So what is the lowest level? Symbol, then data According to data, data is converting it to meaningful information, information is again converting into knowledge, and knowledge converting it into intelligence, and intelligence to wisdom. Okay, clear? So these are the different aspects of knowledge or knowledge pyramid. So what is the lowest level? Symbols, then data, information, then knowledge, intelligence and wisdom. So the highest three levels we are implementing using artificial intelligence. Clear? So this is knowledge pyramid. Very important. Draw the knowledge pyramid in your notebook along with the explanation. So we are discussing about knowledge pyramid. Then next one, after to implement artificial intelligence, you want to create knowledge pyramid. Then next topic was Turing test approaches to AI. Turing test means we already studied Turing machine in +1 chapter 1. Okay, to identify a person according to the instructions. An infinitely long tape. So that tape is nowadays that tape converted to memory with read or write head. If it is 0 displayed in the top, 0 we can identify. If it is 1, then 1 according to that. Then in Turing machine, a person is interacting with a computer and also the human. Then the person can identify to whom the person is interacting, computer or human. Okay, that test is known as Turing test. Then in that Turing test, some of the terms that introduce, that means in that case a computer would need to process the following capabilities. The first capability was natural language processing. What is the first capability? Natural language processing. Natural language processing or NLP. What is it? Natural language processing is NLP. Nowadays for communicating computer we need a programming language. Okay. For example, if we type or if we say anything to the computer, nowadays we are using voice recognition and also face recognition techniques to interact to a computer. You know, in some of the mobile phone we can use face lock and also voice lock also will be present. So that is natural language. Some of the human feature is interacting with the computer. Okay, so the first step in artificial intelligence was natural language processing. We can interact with the computer in our own language. So that is the first step. To enable to communicate successfully in English, automatic speech recognition, speech synthesis, machine translation, handwritten character, that means handwritten character recognition are some of the practical application associated with NLP. That means voice recognition, then speech variation and also handwritten copy can be identified by the computer. So these all are belonging to NLP. Then knowledge representation. Knowledge representation. Knowledge representation means after information is converting it into knowledge. So after the information, from information we can acquire some kinds of knowledge. That knowledge you want to represent with form of decision. Okay, if any kinds of knowledge the computer is getting through information or from information, that want to represent. Then automatic reasoning. Automatic reasoning. Actually, the computer can use the knowledge for reasoning. Okay, according to asking question and answering, this is belonging to automatic reasoning. Okay, according to the question or according to the question we are getting answer. On that time we are getting answer, that is belonging to automatic reasoning. And one more is machine learning. Machine learning. Okay, so these are the four aspects the computer want to perform to execute knowledge pyramid. The first one was natural language processing, to understand natural language to communicate with the computer. Knowledge representation. So from information the computer is getting some kinds of knowledge. That knowledge want to represent in terms of decisions and all. Then automatic reasoning or in this Turing test, these are the 4 approaches introduced. Okay, if these 4 approaches can be implemented, then definitely computer will become an intelligent machine. Nowadays computer has no IQ according to the computer. You know, we discussed about 5 generations. Now we are in 4th generation. In 5th generation, the technology that we are using was artificial intelligence. Lisp and Prolog is a commonly used AI languages. Then in AI, or that means some beginning section of AI is implemented. Examples are robotics. So we can create robots and also it will look like human, but it will not work like human and it will not think like humans. Okay, so in Turing test, these 4 approaches were introduced. Natural language processing. So through natural language communication, it will get some kinds of knowledge and that knowledge you want to represent. If knowledge is getting, then definitely add automatic reasoning. According to the knowledge you want to answer the question. And last one was machine learning. Okay, then so these are the approaches. Then so this means how to make a computer intelligent. So by implementing all this, we can make a computer intelligent. Then there are 2 types of visions also will be present. First one is computer vision. Okay, computer vision means according to human being or according to the human vision and computer vision, both are different. So when you view a particular object, we can view its color and also its size. Actually, this will be the first section, or when a human is viewing a particular object. But for a computer vision is entirely different. When a computer is viewing an object, it is a 3D view. Then it will specify the size, then resolution and everything will be viewed by the computer vision. Then one more vision will be present, that is robotic vision. In robotic vision, to make the robot little smarter, intelligence must be embedded in it. To cope with the changing environment, intelligent sensors are to form a part of the robot which can sense the environment and supply necessary signal for its intelligent control unit. That means if it is robotic machine, sensor will be there. According to the movement, it will work. So the computer vision and also robotic vision both are represented in different manner. In computer vision is the capability to observe the object. Okay, it is the capability to observe the object, but robotic machine, according to the movement or according to the sensor, it will work. Okay, so these are the different aspects of Turing test and different aspects that we introduce through Turing test. And then next one was computational intelligence. Computational intelligence. Computational intelligence means we can create a computer in an intelligent, or we can make a machine in intelligent format. So implement computational intelligence, we can use any methods. Example, we can use science for implementing this. Example is fuzzy system. And then bioinformatics, that means we can make use of human features for interacting with the computer. So different approaches we can use in terms of computational intelligence. Actually, a computational definition is, or actually the definition of AI, or after from all these points we can define a new definition for AI, that is, it is a study of how to make computers do things which people are doing better. Okay, computers will do things which people are doing better. That is the actual definition of artificial intelligence. And AI can be seen as combination of several research disciplines like computer science, biology, medicine, robotics and etc. To implement computational intelligence through artificial intelligence, we can make use of any other concept like biology. We can use approaches that we are using in biology that we can use. Then medicine we can use, robotics, etc. Okay, then So we already, then one more term is present in computational intelligence, that is cybernetics. Very very important. What is mean by cybernetics? Okay, in computational intelligence we can using computer power and also computer resources. Then working with computer resources and also the computational intelligence together is known as cybernetics. That is, cybernetic is defined as the study of control and communication between man and machine. Study, or actually it is a study of communication between man and machine. So what is cybernetics? Communication between man and machine. Actually it is the study of communication between man and machine, that is known as cybernetics. Okay, actually it is the important note. That means since we have started using machine, especially digital computers, we know we have started using supercomputer, digital computer, nowadays robots also present. To solve our real life problems, human machine interaction become an interesting area of study and outcome. Such studies and results are belonging to cybernetics. Actually cybernetic is a study of communication between man and machines. Then next one was computational intelligence paradigm or computational intelligence structure. So we know cybernetics. Actually using cybernetics we can identify the communication steps that we are using for communicating man and machine or a human and machine. There will be different types of approaches. The first approach is natural language processing. That means a human is interacting with the computer in their own language. Voice recognition, then movement recognition. So this is all belonging to the first step. Then there are different terms or the different terminologies that we are using for creating computational intelligence paradigm. Then I already mentioned we can make use of biology. That means science we can use, like artificial neural network. Okay, artificial neural network. You know, in a human body, neurons play a major role in decision making. Okay, suppose you want to move, then definitely the neurons will give instructions. So according to that it is working. So that concept we can make use of in artificial intelligence. Then swarm intelligence, fuzzy system, different approaches we are using in artificial intelligence or in computational intelligence. Communication with man and machine. So how we are implementing this? Then the different approaches that we are using in computational intelligence started with artificial neural network, fuzzy systems, then swarm intelligence, then evolutionary computation. These all are the different types of terms that we are using in computational intelligence paradigm. Then from the next video onwards we will discuss all these computational intelligence paradigm starting with artificial neural network, then evolutionary computing. In all these we are using biology to make or to construct a particular term for artificial intelligence paradigm. Okay, so these are the topics that we are discussing in this video. So hope you understood. Then again we will revise the topics that we studied in this video. So artificial intelligence. Then I already mentioned the definition of artificial intelligence is it is the study of how to make computer to do things which people are doing better. Then already we draw the knowledge pyramid. Knowledge pyramid starts with symbols, then data, information, knowledge, intelligence, and the highest level was wisdom. And also we discussed Turing test approaches to AI. During the Turing test, different types of terms that we introduced: natural language processing, then machine learning, automated reasoning. These all were the approaches. Then after that, computational intelligence, and also we discussed cybernetics. It's the study of communication with man and machine is known as cybernetics. Okay, then you want to write one question in your notebook, that is describe and explain, draw and explain the knowledge pyramid. So first you want to draw knowledge pyramid and then you want to explain according to the different levels. Okay, so hope you understood, and the remaining sections of knowledge pyramid or computational intelligence paradigm that we will discuss from the next video onwards. Okay, then we will continue the computational intelligence paradigm from the next video onwards. Okay, then thank you.